All right, what's going on, guys? I'm still sick as shit, and I've got actually quite a few topics I want to talk about today, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. But anyway, so it's a funny story now because I just figured this out. But I was looking, and I didn't see an episode 81. I was looking in the feed, just scrolling through, and I noticed that there was no 81. And I went and looked in the media manager that I've got on here, on the program that I use called Podbean, and I noticed that 81 was in the media manager, but it wasn't uploaded. And but it also said public towards the right hand side. So I thought that was weird, because if it's public, then it's out there somewhere, but it's not on Spotify or what? And then I just realized, because Lexi's here and we're sitting here going through the list, and we actually scrolled up a little bit further, and it goes 80. So it goes episode 78, 79, 80, 82, 83, 84, 85, 81, 86. So, and it's funny, I even wrote a little note to myself on there. I think let's see if I can find it really quick. It says, it's going to be quite a scroll if I try to do this. All for the podcast. Hold on. Almost there. And the fact I have to scroll this far because I have that many episodes is crazy. So I accidentally skipped over this one when bulk uploading. Obviously, this is 81. It comes before 82 and 80, in case you had no idea what was going on. Sarcasm. Big day today, ordered samples. So I just thought that was funny. So there's episode 81. That's how I figured out where that went. So other things. So I auto scheduled or whatever 8 posts for the week on that software that I'm using. It's called Metric Cool. I don't know. And I looked at the time, and I saw that a post should have uploaded, but it didn't. So I clicked on it, and it says, "This video format is not supported. Please check spec for supported coded exception format." So don't know what that means. That's awesome. So again, the company's on some retreat, so they can't answer any of my questions. So that's annoying. So I tried to upload it manually, so I would just publish it. I would just click the button to publish instead of scheduling it. Still wouldn't upload. So that's frustrating. So what I had to do was manually do everything. Poor me. So I had to download the video from my Dropbox to my phone, then upload it to Instagram myself, then write the caption, and then it worked. So I don't know what that's about. Got a lot of kinks to work out, it seems, but I think this will be a valuable tool for me long term. So whatever. Okay, so my memory card today, I've recorded another episode of the other podcast, the video, and I put the SD card in the camera after clearing it off, and the camera still said that the SD card was full. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I plug it back into my computer, I look at it, and it's completely empty. There's not one file on it. So I thought, what the hell? Why would this be full? So then I right-clicked on it, went into the details, and it said that there was 64 gigs of storage and 500 megabytes remaining. And I was just so confused. So I had to Google it, found out that just because you add it to your trash bin on a Mac, it doesn't remove it from the SD card because it's technically still on your computer, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's not even on the SD card anymore, but I don't know. I don't understand. So I cleared my trash bin, and then voila, the whole memory card was clear, and I recorded a whole episode today. And there was no, the whole video, actually, there's no blackouts, there was no stopping recording, there was no memory card full, there was no mic not working. So, hell yeah, first successful episode. And I'm actually still editing it now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 clips from this one that I can post on social media. So, pretty cool. I don't know, man. I'm going to talk about this here in just a sec, but it's just so discouraging. So anyway, I'm kind of cruising through these. So lots of moving pieces. So I get really stressed out at the thought of everything I have going on because there's so many moving pieces. And I guess this plays well into why I'm feeling discouraged. But I've got this podcast, I've got I've got the program I'm working on, I've got the software for that, I've got onboarding clients, I've got messaging clients, I haven't done that yet. I've got reaching out to people. I'm currently doing that, baby stepping that. And then we've got posting the social media. I think I just said that, and then making sure that I'm taking care of myself. I'm eating all my meals. I'm staying fit. I'm staying healthy, drinking all my water, trying to maintain the lifestyle that I'm kind of pushing out there. And not that I don't want to live the lifestyle, I do, but it's just a lot all at once. And I don't think stressful is the right word, but I think overwhelmed. And I think the reason for that is because I lack the systems and structure to maintain all this weight, So if I can just get some solid infrastructure, some solid systems, some planning, some processes, just some standard operating procedures for everything that I do, I think that'll be a lot better. But for now, I just have to pay that ignorance tax and keep on learning. So yeah, lots of moving pieces. It's very overwhelming. And so that moves on to the next thing. Dude, we are cruising. This is great. Not even 6 minutes in. So the podcast edits, little video clips, I'm just paying a shit ton more ignorance tax because, dude, I'm trying to make the videos better by adding music and also adding captions with Adobe Premiere, which is the program I use to edit videos. And I'm just trying to figure out the best order of operations. So, for example, when I make the captions, it just creates creates a mess when I edit because it's just generating shit. Maybe even 1,000 little clips of me saying words, just little captions that pop up on screen. And that lags my computer so much. And then when I try to use certain shortcuts, I can't because the captions are actual files themselves. I don't really know how to explain it, but I can't smush all the clips together because there's a feature that allows me to close off all the space between clips and bring them all together. So it's one fluid clip. But because of the captions, it doesn't cut those out. So it thinks it's smushed together, but there's a lot of black space, if that makes sense. No bueno, don't want that. And that's just frustrating. So, but here's the other thing. I just thought I was wasting so much time doing all this. And I timed myself to see. And it only took me 45 minutes to do 10 clips. 45 minutes. That's no time at all to do what I'm doing. But I felt so bummed about it. I felt, what the fuck I'm not... and I get really discouraged, man. I start beating myself up because I'm like, dude, these clips suck ass anyway. The color grading's not the greatest. What am I even saying? Is somebody going to watch this and even be persuaded, So anyway, there's that. And then the last thing I want to talk about, we're cruising. I'm just discouraged, dude. Just seeing dumb things pop up on social media. I don't know, man. Like my most recent reel, it says that the average watch time was 4 seconds out of 150 people. And I see that and I'm like, dude, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. So I went and watched the video for 4 seconds and I'm like, okay, so that was a shitty hook. It wasn't even a hook. I'm just recording stuff from the podcast and putting it on Instagram. And then, people definitely care about that stuff as far as growing their accounts and getting their stuff to reach more people. And that's important for sure. But I have to remember that, I'm just trying to help people. And of course, the more people I can reach, the more opportunity I have to do that. But a post doesn't need 1,000 likes and 1,000 shares and 1,000 comments to be helpful. It just needs to see the right person's eyes once. So I try to remind myself of that because it's so easy to get discouraged because I got 2 likes, dude. And I don't care about that, but it is discouraging to see those numbers and to think that I'm putting out good stuff, which, like Gary Vee says or Andy Frisella says, the market will tell you if your product is good. So I guess by default, my product is not good. So that makes me think that I need to switch things up. I mean, I've only posted, let's pull this up right now. I think I've posted 17 times now, which is better than 0. 16 times as of today. So 1, 2, 3. So 6 of them have been podcast clips. 5 of them have been Twitter posts. 2 have been testimonials and 3 have been photos of myself. Got 27 followers. I follow 25 people. It says 2,100 people have viewed my content in the last 30 days. It's crazy. But yeah, just I mean, I'm not going to give up, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't suck to, I don't know. So everything that's going through my head is like, what if somebody sees this and they think that I have no idea what I'm talking about? Or what if somebody sees this and they're like, oh, well, what the hell? He's only got X, Y, and Z, so he's probably not qualified. Or, but then I'm like, no, who gives a fuck about that? I can help people. I'm qualified. I've done it in the past. I made $6,000 doing it. Totally capable of doing this. I have 17 5-star Google reviews. I think I had like 23 at one point. I guess they got deleted. One of them was from my really good friend DJ, and it's not on there anymore, so I don't know what that is about. But some of them just went away, but whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I've got 5 testimonials for before and after transformation photos. You know, so I know what I'm talking about. I know I'm qualified for this shit. It's just about, I guess, continuing to build and push that confidence out to let people know that I know what I'm talking about. And I think a lot of that comes back to how I'm living my life. Because if I'm telling other people to do XYZ, then I also need to be doing XYZ. I full-heartedly believe in that. And yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't help when you're sick and you miss the gym twice in a row and you don't eat any of your meals and protein doesn't even reach 100 for both days combined, you know? Because I'm sick off my ass and I don't like it. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. I busted through 6 topics that quick. So, that's the show. Also, this is another episode where I record it in front of somebody. Alexi's in the other room here, and I'm just breaking out of that comfort zone. I actually asked her when the first time I did this was, and she's looking at me right now like a fucking creep. But I asked her the first time that I did this, and that was, "You're putting me on the spot, babe." I asked her the first time that I did this, and it was back in May when she visited, and I just was asking her because that was when I can see your shadow. I was asking her when I did that because I wanted to compare how long it's been since I tried to push out of my comfort zone from then to now. And I mean, I even told her tonight, I was like, I don't really even give a fuck. I'm just going to start talking. So here we go. And I did. And I mean, the fact that she was looking at me kind of put me on the spot, but I feel like I'm handling myself well now. So dumb, but I'm just documenting everything. So that's it. That's all I got today. So just a quick recap. We talked about Lexi 25 times in this one. Talked about episode 81. Talked about auto post not working. That's awesome. Memory card full. That was awesome. Fixed that. That's great. And then lots of moving pieces in Overwhelm. Then the podcast edits and not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. And then the discouragement from everything. So that's the show. That's 3:31. It's September 14th, 2024. It's 8:49 p.m. And yep. Okay, bye.